Thank you very much. In case you have any other questions to ask, I will answer them. It will begin with those who have not asked the questions earlier. Yes, sir, since you didn't ask before.
Thank you very much, Mr. Akbaruddin. Please give me...
Can we please have silence?
I am Syed from
please have silence?
NHK Japan. First,
Just a minute.
please give me my answer on camera. Yeah.
Can we please have silence? And please switch off your telephones. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. With regard to the nuclear test by the DPRK today, please give me your the reaction of the Indian government on camera. And the USA and Russia says they were informed yesterday by DPRK. They will conduct a nuclear test today. How was India? India was informed before. Please give me on camera.
Let me answer the second question first, which is pretty easy to answer. No, we had not received any advance information about this nuclear test. We got this information from reports that have indicated that the DPRK has conducted a nuclear test earlier today. Now, it is a matter for us, it is a matter of deep concern that the DPRK has acted in violation of its international commitments in this regard. We call upon the DPRK to refrain from such actions which adversely affect peace and stability in the region. Anyone else who's not asked? Yes, sir.
Yes, one question or two questions?
One question always, unless the questions are interlinked.
No, okay, then I prefer to ask you about recent news concerning the arrest in Italy of the president of the defense group Finmeccanica on the idea that there were some bribes on the selling of helicopters to India. Have you any comment on that, or you are aware of the situation?
Well, we have heard this information from news reports. As far as we are concerned, we had, through our embassy in Italy, requested the Italian government to provide us information that they may have in connection with allegations which have been made on the matter. We have not received any response from them so far on that. The argument being that this is in Italy a judicial process because the prosecutors are perhaps working under judicial supervision, and therefore the executive is not able to share that information with us. And that's where we stand on that.
सईद साहब, पाकिस्तान में यासिन मलिक गए थे इस्लामाबाद में और एक पॉलिटिकल रैली में उन्होंने हिस्सा लिया. उस रैली में हाफिज सईद भी थे. क्या भारत ने मसला पाकिस्तान के साथ उठाया है, चूँकि जिन शर्तों पर वीज़ा दिया गया था उन शर्तों पर ये शामिल नहीं था कि किसी पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविटी में यासिन मलिक इन्वॉल्व हो सकते हैं?
Well, as far as Yasin, as far as Mr. जी चलिए, जैसे आप कहें, मैं कोशिश करता हूँ. मैं तो दक्षिण भारत से हूँ, तो मेरी टूटी फूटी हिंदुस्तानी है, बट मैं कोशिश करता हूँ आपके सवाल का जवाब देने के लिए इस टूटी फूटी हिंदुस्तानी में. जहाँ तक हमारा व्यू है, और ये व्यू कई बार हम कह चुके हैं कि हाफिज सईद को हम ईविल मास्टरमाइंड मानते हैं मुंबई अटैक्स का, और इस वजह से हमने कई बार ये मुद्दा उठाया था पहले पाकिस्तान के साथ कि इनको जैसे हम कहते हैं अंग्रेजी में कि टू ब्रिंग हिम टू जस्टिस. नाउ व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, और जो आप कह रहे हैं, ये मामला है वीज़ा और उनकी शर्तों पर. मुझे इस बारे में आप बेहतर है कि आप जो वीज़ा दें उनसे पूछें, क्योंकि विदेश मंत्रालय किसी का वीज़ा नहीं देता है जब बाहर जाते हैं. हाँ, अगर आपका ये कहना है कि उनका पासपोर्ट कुछ शर्तों पर दिया गया है, हाँ, अगर आपका कहना ये है कि पासपोर्ट कुछ शर्तों पर दिया गया है, तो मैं आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि पासपोर्ट का देना, हाँ, विदेश मंत्रालय की जिम्मेदारी है, और ये जिम्मेदारी हम पूरी करते हैं तब जब हमें नो ऑब्जेक्शन सर्टिफिकेट मिलते हैं कई मंत्रालयों से और एजेंसी से. अगर आपका कहना है ये कि जब नो ऑब्जेक्शन सर्टिफिकेट देने से पहले उन एजेंसीज को कुछ उन एजेंसीज ने कुछ शर्त रखी थी पासपोर्ट देने से पहले, ये उन एजेंसीज और यासीन मलिक के बीच में है। तो मेरा आपसे ये कहना है कि अगर कोई शर्त रखी गई है कोई एजेंसीज को नो ऑब्जेक्शन सर्टिफिकेट देने से पहले, तो वो एजेंसीज हमें बताएं, हम उस पर गौर करेंगे और जो भी नियम है उनका पालन करेंगे। जस्ट वन बाय वन, प्लीज, वन बाय वन। I will try and repeat that in English before we respond to it. I think his question was that were there any requirements to issue a visa? So my answer to that was that we in India did not issue a visa. Perhaps the question more correctly is that were there any conditions specified for granting a passport? Now, I'd like to explain the process of granting a passport in such cases. The process entails obtaining no objection certificate from a variety of agencies before the Ministry of External Affairs through its passport officer in Srinagar grants this passport. Now, I would like to confirm to you that this is a limited validity passport. It was based on no objection certificate received from a variety of agencies. Now, if those agencies have given that no objection certificate based on certain understandings that have been worked out, it is for those agencies to bring it to our attention that that no objection certificate was based on that premise, and that premise now doesn't hold, and therefore necessary action should be taken, and we will certainly consider it at that stage. So I hope I have clarified to you the issues related to passport and to the extent that the Ministry of External Affairs is involved in this. Yes, one by one. Maha?
Sir, has there been any request from MHA to impound his passport or to revoke his passport?
Listen, it's not our practice to indicate to you internal discussions between or interministerial discussions. We have not done that in previous cases, nor we intend to do it today. But that said, I can certainly tell you, should we receive this request, we will act very carefully and promptly on that. आपने सवाल पहले पूछ लिया था? नहीं. Always one question here. Anybody else? One question. Yes, sir.
Sir, he's hobnobbing with
Who is he?
Yasin Malik, with what you call an evil mastermind of 2611. Clearly, the Ministry of External Affairs, what is the Ministry of External Affairs' position on revoking his passport, because some political parties have called for it?
I have explained in great detail how passports are given. Let me also add a little bit more in terms of revocation of a passport. A revocation of a passport is a quasi-judicial process. For that, it requires that we follow a process whereby a violation is indicated. So, as I mentioned to you, if there are conditions on which the passport no objection was given, if these conditions are violated and it is brought to our notice, we will act with that after giving due careful consideration. We will act with that on that promptly. So please understand, I think on that I have gone as far as I have information. If there are any other issues that you would like to ask, I am ready to answer. Not anyone who's asked before. You're welcome. Anyone who asks, who has not asked a question is welcome to ask me. Yes, Nidhi. Yes. Can you just hold on, children?
Sorry, on this Italy issue, is there any kind of preliminary inquiry we had from our side? There any feedback that we had on this deal at all? You know, if there was something fishy about it, and do we know whether this arrest is actually linked to this, to the deal with India?
Yeah, let me answer that question. That my understanding was that this is a purchase that was made by the Ministry of Defense, and therefore what we received was a request from the Ministry of Defense to obtain information from the government of Italy through our mission in Rome. That's far as we are aware, and our role is related to in this instance. Now, as regards whether there has been any preliminary inquiry or an inquiry or a discussion on this, I would suggest that it is best that you contact those who are directly involved in this, and that is the Ministry of Defense. As regards your second question, we have no information linking any of these two, which has been provided to us in a certain manner by the government of Italy. What we have is what you have indicated, and I have responded to that saying that as far as the government of Italy is concerned, we do not have any information shared with us on this issue. And I've given you their rationale for why they have said that they cannot share this information. Yes, Parul? Yes.
How is India looking at Pakistan now that Yasin Malik is sharing the stage with Hafiz Syed, a man against whom India has been seeking action for such a long time?
So, I thought Yasin Malik is a citizen of India. We will deal with him as is deemed fit by a citizen of India. The issue of looking at Pakistan, we have already said that Hafiz Syed has continued to pour vitriol on India. He is, as far as we are concerned, a fit case to bring to justice as promptly as possible, and we have repeatedly made that case to Pakistan. We will continue to do that so at every opportunity. Anything else on anything? On something else? Yeah, sure. Anyone can ask if there is, or not on these issues, are there any other issues?
Sir, there's a report of a rape of an Indian teacher in Maldives. Can we have any details about whether the culprits have been nabbed, or whether she's being given proper treatment, and has the Maldives government got back to you?
Yes, yesterday we were informed about an Indian citizen who was aged 24, who was subjected to a brutal rape in one of the atolls. Promptly, our mission got in touch with the minister there, and that is the Minister of Gender, I think, who is overlooking this. And apparently, the lady in question works in a private computer school in Maldives. She was also badly injured. She has been given blood transfusion, and her condition now is stable. The High Commission has this morning sent 2 officials, including a lady officer, to the atoll to try and provide whatever support we can in this, on account of this sad happening there. We have taken it up quite strongly with the government of Maldives, and we hope that justice will be done in this case promptly. And this has been assured to us by the concerned Maldivian authorities. Yes, not on this question you asked. Yes, anything else? Yes.
Italian Marines. I have read yesterday and today in the Indian press that an agreement has been reached between Italy and India about the possibility that the 2 Italian Marines, when condemned by the Indian justice, can serve their sentence in Italy. What is it effectively in action, this agreement?
Yeah, well, let me try and give you a context. We have similar arrangements which we call of sentences, we call them as transfer of sentences transfer of sentenced persons. Now, we have agreements, by my understanding, with 12 countries. With the government of Italy, we have signed an agreement of this sort. This agreement has also been gazetted. If any of you are interested, it's available in the Gazette of India dated 17th December. However, for I mean to say that this agreement was signed and it was gazetted, and for the agreement to enter into force, there is a requirement And that requirement says that the two sides should exchange through diplomatic channels communications which indicate that they have completed their processes for implementing of this agreement. And after this last communication is received from the two sides to each other, after a period of 2 months, that is in the second month, sorry, after a period of 1 month, on the first day of the second month, this agreement will be in effect. Now, we haven't come to that as yet. So where we are is that we have signed this agreement, both sides are in the process of completing their procedures, and will finally exchange diplomatic communications, after which the requisite period has to be completed. Automatically after that, the agreement will be in force. Now, whether this agreement is applicable to A case or B case, this is only when the cases are tried and decisions come out of it that can we decide about it. So at this stage, it's too premature to say, does an agreement which has not yet been, which has not yet entered into force, will it apply to somebody who has not yet been sentenced? So I hope you understand where we are in this. Thank you very much.